remain as stories. Some stories are elegantly manipulated and they are sweet to hear, but it covers the real faces of truth. But some stories are about regrets, which are filled with the burden of disappointments and betrayal. Some stories are fortunate and filled with the honey of tenderness. My stories may not be real. Perhaps they are just stories only. This is my story. The story about something. Just scribblings on an old diary. It may be true or may not be. And that is up to the listener of my story. Once I looked around. There was nothing around me. There was nobody for me. I was all alone. I was scared, wandering in the dark, seeking for a way out. And finally, I found a way. When I came out, everyone was staring at me. No one was there for me. I was completely shattered. I wished to run away from everything and everyone. I wished to run away to the mountains and scream out loud. On my way to the arid past, I found you in the crowded street. There were so many people around me, but I saw only you. And you were completely shattered, just like me. We both were on the same path, searching for the same thing. Our encounter was an unexpected one, but a most awaited one, and it is ephemeral. But we knew that from the beginning. Although we grabbed our little fingers and started our journey, no one had ever walked before. People stared at us, but we ignored them and just continued our roaming. We learned something, we taught something, we saw something, and we shared something. But one day, those days will fade away, but the memories remain unfaded. One day, the story will end, the madness between us will end, and again, we will go back to where we started and sit alone in different corners of the world. Because every story should have an ending, and that ending may be happy or sad. But I don't know the end of your story. It is still hidden or baffled. In the end, I will leave you, but I can't do that. But I will, because I have to. I don't know the reason. Sometimes I feel like I deserve none of this. I don't want to hurt you, so stay away from me. Just stay away from me. One day I will walk away from you. Some stories are hard to tell, but simple to hear. But I don't want to tell my stories, our stories. They should remain as stories. I am not a storyteller, but I fabricated stories just to hide the true stories from the evil eyes, to protect them from the jealousy of this evil world. My stories should remain as stories.